welcome to Vlogmas Day 16. Okay, I'm here. I am trying to figure out what my hair is doing because my bangs are like way too long. Oh my gosh, I need Ona in my life. But nonetheless, you see how much like it grows like on day 2. Anyway, whatever. So church was pretty amazing today. I just parked at TJ Maxx. I'm getting ready to see if I find something in there for Wednesday, and I'm just kind of browsing around. I'm pretty much almost done Christmas shopping, but not yet. I wanted to like talk about today's word because it was so good, and I think that a lot of people need to hear this because I'm sorry, the lighting is like changing on me. Basically, it's so funny though, like everyone gets a different word, I feel, but like for me, this is what I got. And basically the pastor was talking about Paul and how he gave an underlining example of how people will try to keep you at the standard of the old version of you and kind of like persecute you for the things that you've already moved on from or moved forward from or apologized for. Let's say people who may have really just messed up and really you know, said hurtful things or have done things, and they themselves have owned up to the situation, apologized for the situation, and have apologized for the actions and the things that have happened as a result of that. And here's the thing that he was getting at. You know how Paul in Philippians 3, like he was one that was living a life that was persecuting the Christians and was acting all types of crazy and shady and like all these things toward the Christian, and then his whole entire life changed. Read the story of Paul because it's a really good one, and it just talks about how God's grace is so sufficient for us, and then he actually became one of like the very instrumental pieces for helping and teaching the people of God at that time about God. And so, but he was talking about how, like, you know, with Paul, like, some people just kept referring to his past. And Paul's like, yo, like, I've already talked about this. So what I got from the whole entire message was that do not allow people to keep you bound by the person that you may have been in the past, or the person that you used to be, or the sins that you used to commit, or the lifestyle that you had. Don't let people keep you there and continuously feel like you have to apologize. Listen, you've apologized once, I've apologized once. I'm gonna move on from this. If you want to keep me in this box, if you want to get, like, don't allow. And it literally like struck me because I see so many people living this life, especially those that have been raised in a church and may have backslid, or maybe even like currently, maybe you're watching this and you've been in a church and you just like left the church and you're like, you know what, I can't do this no more. And it's kind of like you have been hurt by the people who kind of kept you at, you know, the things that you did as a teen, or kind of kept you in a place or in a box where it's like, I'm not even that person anymore. I've already, you know, asked God for forgiveness of this. I've already apologized to the people and the parties involved. And what I got here was, don't allow people to put you in this place. Like, know that God's grace is sufficient enough. Even if that person can't forgive you, even if that person can't move on, know that God's grace is sufficient enough for you to move on. Because if you're constantly allowing yourself to come under this like idea of like, oh my God, like I need this person's forgiveness, or I need to move, like I cannot move on from life until this person lets me back in their life, that means that you're putting their word and their voice higher than God. And that's just impossible, because there's nobody higher than God's name. So if you're somebody who is like bound by that, who feels like their apology isn't enough, I just want to release just like a peace over your life. A peace that you'll begin to understand God's grace in such a way that you'll recognize, like, you know what? You're right. I've been living this way and I can't do this anymore. My point is that I really hope that this was for someone, because it was so like, that stuck with me so much. And that wasn't even like the whole message, but like I said, like that part really resonated with me, and I just wanted to share that. And now I've had to like stop recording like 1 or 2 times, because there have been people like, and I'm just like, listen, I'm vlogging. Alright, so I'm back home from TJ Maxx, and I'm about to choose the 4 recipients, y'all already know the deal, of the Christmas postcard for this episode. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I basically, each episode for Vlogmas, choose 4 people that will be receiving this year's Christmas card. And all you have to do to even like qualify or to receive it is simply comment below, and that's it. And I'm pretty much picking from random, and that's pretty much it, guys. I am gonna go ahead and pick, but in the meantime, I actually have some falafel in the process. Again, I just love it so much, and it's such an easy thing to make. It just takes time to actually make it, because the actual batter has to set. And yeah, so let's go ahead and pick the 4 recipients. Brenda Reyes, a Persephone Golson. Then we have Reservechic, and then Mary Y. Alright, so make sure that you follow the comment and the details for the next steps. And yeah, I'm getting ready to finish my dinner, finish editing this vlog. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Vlogmas. If you're not already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos. And make sure that you like and that you comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.